Hello YouTube, my name is Ekuegan, and in today's video we are going to go over the seasonal weapons and what roles I am going after, or what roles I have. So we're going to start out with a Chroma Rush, the 720 AR. I love 720 ARs. I actually got my hand on a pretty decent pair, so I guess I'll show that off here. Being on M&K, I think full bore is completely fine for me because I don't have to worry about stability that much. With my handling speed, it doesn't like do too much for me. Hammer Forge, awesome. I love Hammer Forge, right? Do I need full bore? No. If I'm a controller, sure, I'll use it, but I'm a mouse and keyboard. I don't need it. So looking at the flat top, full bore, appended, subsistence, rampage, awesome, great roll. Masterwork, if I could have gotten handling instead of reload, it would have been awesome. And I like to pair this together with rampage spec. You're killing things and stacks up to 3. This automatically reloads when you get a kill, right? It partly reloads from your reserves. Then on top of a rampage spec, that rampage gets to last longer, so you can keep killing, right? So that 0.5 second is still a good thing to have. So now in Gunsmith, if we look at the Chroma has a few crazy perk sets that go well together. And like I said, the first one that I showed you was something that I kind of like. I love appended or even extended because then you have 9. But the thing about appended is you get +6, so you go up to 57. With extended, you go up to 60. So I mean, like, the extra 3 is not really worth it in my eye. You can always go with a kill clip, feeding frenzy, but I don't think this is like what this gun needs. Now, if you're in Crucible, sure, that can work out. And even in Crucible, if you use heating up and rampage, or even if you don't need rampage and you went with tap the trigger, right? Heat up and tap the trigger could work out really well as well. If you need stability for this gun, if you really feel like this gun is bouncing all over the place and you need to go for stability, then steady round is going to be your play, all right? But yeah, even for Crucible, I feel like subsistent rampage could work out really well, but heating up would be the better perk for Crucible. See how that goes. That is the version of weapon for Chroma Rush. If I'm doing anything at level, or even if I'm going into a GM, I think the best bet here, if I'm using this for barrier, is going to be the subsistence rampage roll that I showed you guys. The next weapon is going to be the Farewell Sidearm. Farewell basically reminds me of the Warm Mind Cell SMG SF is in the kinetic slot, right? It's a lightweight frame, and it can basically roll the same things as this, you know, the 7 Seraph sidearm. If I'm doing something for GMs, I know that sidearms lack range. Reload and everything else is pretty neat. So if I'm going to use this and I'm not a huge fan of fully auto, then I'm going to go with rangefinder. And it gives you a 10% increased zoom when you ADS. So, 5% faster projectiles as well. If I'm using this for GMs and at some point I feel like I need to do more damage, Vorpal will be the choice here. If you're using something that maybe you want to clear up ads with, Frenzy might be the play for you. I generally like to go for a fully auto Vorpal roll, and range is something that I'm lacking. So let's say I don't want rangefinder, but I still want range, right? Accurize and full bore are probably going to be the next best thing here, or even Hammer Forge, because Hammer Forge doesn't take that much away from you, but I do like full bore here, with Accurize, fully auto, and Vorpal. And then if I somehow end up on a range masterwork, it's not bad. It's that's a pretty good roll to me. Now, Hammer Forge, like I said, is 5 less than full bore, and it's not that much of a difference. So this could be something that you can work with as well. The mag is also 15. So if you're not worried about range that much because you're going to use it within range, maybe appended is going to help you out to get to 18. But I don't think it's worth it because it's only 3 more shots, 1 more shot, and then with extended, it's only 3. So extended it and appended don't change much on here. So I generally would go for Accurize. Now, if you need something that's going to be like ad clear machine, you can go with Frenzy. And heat up is also another perk. You know, as long as you don't mind not having to hold down the trigger for fully auto, you could probably go with heating up and Frenzy. Next weapon is going to be the Gridskipper, which a lot of people love. It reminds me of the IB Claws of the Wolf pulse rifle. It's a rapid fire frame. But you didn't give us too many good perks for this weapon. So if I had to use one, the best thing here for me would be heating up. And then I'm probably going to have to go high impact reserves. Armor piercing, Hammer Forge. And on something like this, I probably want some handling. So this would be my hot take on this. Most other perks, I don't know. I feel like Bungie didn't give this gun too many good options here. If I had to choose, this would be probably what I would go after. Next is the kinetic grenade launcher ignition code. Ignition code is pretty neat, and I've been diving heavy into the danger zone perk. It seems like it does bring up your blast radius, which is, it makes it twice the size of your normal blast radius. I kind of wish that Bungie kind of like put that in the description, meaning like also you didn't get extra damage, but you got like a huge radius. If I'm gonna go for a blinding grenade launcher, then I'm gonna go with volatile launch, because that also gives me plus 15 blast radius, right? So the whole point for this is to go for a blast radius monster. So if you end up with something like this, between slide shot and ambitious and maybe field prep, I like ambitious because then if you do get a kill, you have 2 to shoot with to kind of blind. But I would say slide shot is probably gonna be the best in this area. So volatile, blinding grenade, slide shot, danger zone with blast radius masterwork would be the play for me here. And then if I had to run a mod, it would be minus spec. Now, if I'm looking for something for maybe damage or DPS, then, you know, spike grenades with either hard launch or quick launch are going to be the play here. I normally love quick launch just because it adds handling to it as well. So quick launch is always going to be my preferred choice. Spike grenades, slide shot, and then either Vorpal or Demolitionist. The reason why I say Demolitionist is because when you do the slide shot thing, it lasts 3 seconds, so you can basically reload as much as you can. I've done it to where I kind of reloaded, I would say about 3 to 4 times, and then if you do get kills with it, then you're building up your grenade, and if you throw your grenade, it reloads it. You don't need these 2 together because I feel like one is already good enough. So maybe ambitious and demolitionist might be a better play, because as you kill, you reload, you have 2 shots, you kill with those 2 shots and damage. And then velocity would be the masterwork that I will go for on this. Another cool thing that you can put together instead of slide shot is going to be left from gold. Basically, you pick up any heavy, you also get special ammo. So that might be something that you want to do. The next thing on the list is going to be the Sojourner's Tail, which is the shotgun from this season. I have a different take on the shotgun. It's been pretty fun because I got myself a dragonfly roll, and I don't know what it is, but I put this together with the dragonfly mod, and then I had the energy accelerant. And this thing is actually like really freaking strong. And then depending on how big the enemy is, when you take it out, it seems like the dragonfly kind of spread out. You could go for a rapid hit if you wanted to, because if you're gonna be proc dragonfly, you're probably gonna be going for precision hits anyway. I love Assault Mag, and then here Hammer Forge. So Hammer Forge, Assault Mag, rapid hit, dragonfly. The nice thing about rapid hit too is you get stability, but I don't really think you need that much stability if you're on mouse and keyboard. So you pair this together with the Dragonfly mod, Energy Accelerant. If you get a Handling Masterwork, this is kind of like, it feels really nice actually. I didn't think I was going to be a huge fan of Dragonfly on this, but I like it a lot. If you're trying to use one for maybe PvE, if you don't have a first and last out, maybe an auto-loading Surrounded. Surrounded might work if there's enemies around you. Or Frenzy, all right? So if you don't have a first and last out, this would be a replacement for that. All right, last but not least is the Shattered Cipher machine gun. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of rapid fire frames. Ever since like Delirium has been in the game. These guys are basically great ad clears. We had a void one, and then that was gone last season. So this is basically my replacement for it. And it's something that I use in GMs a lot. I always love having auto-loading and rampage on these things. Having Adrenaline Junkie is pretty neat. It would have been cool if Bungie maybe put Demolitionist in this slot or something like that, but auto-loading and rampage is something that I would definitely prefer to go for, which also allows me to go for extended, meaning that I go up to 96. And since I know that my reload is going to be fast because it's only going to take me 3 seconds, and holding that much in the mag is just awesome. Now, if you're a mouse and keyboard, you don't need the stability masterwork. I would go for range. I'm gonna run backup mag, which allows me to hold 115. So that's 115 shots, right? Which allows you to clear up on minor ads. After you clear up on ads, you put it away. 3 seconds later, you get it back. You basically start working on things again, proc rampage, and keep it going. 115 is a lot. and the mag. Now, the barrel, like I said, depends on your input. Maybe you want small bore because you get the range and the stability, which is a pretty good thing for both sides. So for me, if I got a small bore, range masterwork, extended, auto-loading rampage, I'm good to go. That's about it. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you have any questions or maybe any ideas on certain perks that you feel like will work better together, please leave a comment. I do want to say thank you to all the new subscribers, anyone that has been supporting the channel for this long. I'm going to do my best to try to upload a video each day because I won't be streaming as much as I used to. But thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. My handle is the same as my YouTube or my Twitch. I'll see you guys on the next video. Hey, remember, if you like the content, make sure you ring that bell, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys on the next video. Ekuegan out.